we wear our strong badge. Vincent says, you are the representative of God in your life. You have got to be as good to you as you want to be to God in order to be of service to others in your life. So you first. If you are putting yourself last and others before you, then you are putting God last in your life. Self-full means making sure that you are taking care of yourself first and that you are healthy and whole before you give to others. As she goes on to say, you want to come with your cup full. You know, she said, cup runneth over, that's for y'all. The cup full is mine. When you give to others at a point where you are sacrificing yourself, you make the other person a thief, and they don't even know it. You can't improve the life of others if you are not healthy yourself. So, you know, the other thing is, I think it's so important that we take our time. In the morning, at about, my natural body clock, I'm up at around 6, right? And I have 2 boys, and I have a big head in the back. That's my husband in the back, Morehouse man. And they seem to, I love meditation and yoga and all those things. You have to find your medicine, whatever it is that you love to do that feeds your spirit, that feeds you. And so, I don't know why, but at 6 o'clock, when I decide to do yoga and meditation, these jokers get up and they crowd around me. Mom, what you doing? The baby want to jump on my back when I'm doing down dog. So guess what I found out? I can't do that at home. All right? There's a gym down the street, $10 a month membership that I'll probably be at today. And then there's one close to my job that I maintain when I leave early at 8 o'clock before my 10 o'clock class. So that's important to me. It's a priority to me. And I know that I can't do that around the family because, you know, they have different priorities. They want you. So you have to find the space for yourself to take care of yourself. And sometimes it's just away from everybody else, you know? So.
Thank you so much. So what we want to do is we have a mic in the middle, and we're short for time, so we're probably going to just do about 2 questions. But if anyone had any questions, reflections, or things that they wanted to share or ask these wonderful women who share their stories and testimonies, if they wanted to get up and do that before we close. So we want to make sure that everyone does get out on time. And there's a microphone here. We want to make sure everyone is heard.
Good afternoon, ladies. My name is Lasagna Traylor, and I am a youth advocate and HIV/AIDS activist. I go around and I share my story of living with HIV. I appreciate you ladies so much in your panel. I'm often looking for holistic point of views to impact women who are living with HIV as well, those who are surviving and thriving, especially newly diagnosed individuals and sometimes long-term survivors. And everything that you all have said have been nothing more than affirmations for someone like me who doesn't necessarily just often disclose my status just because. Usually it's because of an event. However, I noticed that, you know, a lot of women are looking at just one side of the health aspect of it. And there are so many other things to consider when you're approaching any person living with a terminal illness or a chronic illness such as HIV. So I just wanted to say thank you ladies so much. It was very well rounded. It was very well received on my end, and I'm going to take the information back to the women that I do have an opportunity to create a direct impact. Thank you.
Before we get to the next question, there are index cards on the table with some pens. And we just wanted to get some feedback from you on, you know, we want to continue this series. And we wanted to get feedback from you on any other topics that you deem are necessary or that we need to address in our community. So please, before you leave, make sure that you write something on those index cards.
And take your heart scrunchies.
Yes, and there's some heart scrunchies and things, and then I know some of you filled out or wrote your name on a heart. It's something that we have one of the ladies of Sable who will talk about or just briefly mention. So you're like, why am I putting my name on this card? I mean, we treasure it. It's more than just putting your name.
Good afternoon, everybody, and I will be very brief because I respect your time. I know you all want to get out, but we had each of you to put your name on a card, and thank you, ladies in the back, for putting this together while we had our panelists up here. But we, of the ladies at Sable, every time we meet, we will keep each and every one of your hearts and our thoughts and our prayers that it resists any sickness and any sorrows, and that you will be healed for both physically and mentally of anything that you might be going through. And we encourage you all to continue to follow us. We will be doing a lot of great things in the community, and we would love to have you come out and share with us as we do those things. But we will be praying for you, we will be thinking about you, and welcome.
So just some closing remarks. Let me begin by thanking the wonderful ladies of Sable and the wonderful ladies in the Office of Community Engagement for their hard work and passion that went into this event. And especially these women here who were brave to share their stories with us, and stories that we learned from. Today you heard about their lived experiences, their struggles and triumphs. You heard to keep moving. You heard to lead and leave your excuses at the door. I'm out. I'm gonna use that line all the time. I'm out. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. I'm out. Okay? Today's Friday. Daddy knows what he needs to do. Deciding what you want to do for yourself, what you want to do different each day. Fitness is not negotiable. Learning to shut it off. And don't be in the why or questioning yourself, but be confident and live fully. And it was in these stories and experiences, and even in my conversations with each and every one of you that I had the pleasure of meeting, what leads us to live, lead, and last. We hope that you leave here with a call to action within yourself, to take time to reflect on how you can promote self-care within you and also your community, because we each have a responsibility to share what we say here with other women who were maybe not able to attend. Our testimonies and our stories are more powerful than you can ever think. You don't need to read something from a book. You share your story because your story is more powerful. Before we leave, remember to create self-love habits. Practice forgiveness. Eat for your well-being, not for your taste buds. Look in the mirror and stare deep into your eyes and say, I deeply love and accept you. Everything we do in life is a testimony to us and our relationship with ourselves. The decisions you make or don't, the people you love or don't, the money you give or don't, the job you love or don't, is all created by the relationship we have with ourselves. To change the outside, begin by committing to change the inside. And that's why we call this the Inside Out Luncheon, because the internal condition and environment reflects our external experiences. I am proud and honored to be amongst all of you. And I wish we had time that we can all share our story, but we don't. And maybe next time, if you're interested, please let us know, because we would love to hear that. But remember, taking care of yourself is responsible, not selfish. Don't ever think that it's selfish. So I leave you on that. Thank you so much again, and have a wonderful week.